Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you hear me? Welcome to Create 30 Day 9. Wow, you finally made it. And just right off the bat, I want to deeply apologize for starting the stream late. Honestly, I don't know why my streaming software decided to. It just hooked and it was frozen for all that time. I was trying to figure out my streaming software. So I'm really sorry. It's stressing me, and um, I really hope it doesn't affect the energy of this stream. But now that thank you for joining, and yeah, we're going to get right into it. If you're here, oof, got the topic right. All right. If you are here in yesterday's session, we started off by talking about hooks. Let me know if you can remember. Let me know if you had any if you had any takeaway from yesterday's session. So in the time, I'll just recap yesterday very briefly in the next 2 minutes, and we'll rush into today's one. So yesterday we understood the concept of hooks, importance of hooks. Hooks are so important because no matter the quality of your video, no matter how much work you put into your video, if people are not able to watch it, if people are not able to get in the door, if they're not able to get started watching it, then they never get to receive that value that you've given them. Do you understand? So that is the importance of hooks. And hooks are based on some psychological concepts, which we looked at, and we looked at what good hooks are. Good hooks grab attention. Good hooks are strong enough to whatever, the social media world is a very busy place. So when you have a good hook, no matter how fleeting that time you have with the person is, you can grab the person's attention. Good hooks are presented to the viewer immediately because these viewers make a decision to commit immediately. They start watching. So good hooks are presented to the viewer immediately. Also create an open loop. And how many of you did your assignments and found out what an open loop is? How many of you did your assignments? Let me. So we discovered that an open loop is a curiosity gap. Is basically presenting a concept to your viewer that's incomplete, that will make them want to know what comes next. So a good hook creates an open loop. A good hook always also leads the sim. A good hook also leads the viewer seamlessly into the rest of the video. So that means, imagine I just say, "Stop scrolling," and then I'm looking at you. Because I already grabbed your attention in the first place, doesn't mean my hook is effective enough if I'm not able to take that and pull you into the rest of my video. So the point of the hook is to lead the viewer into the main video. So you must say something that is relevant to the rest of the video. And a good hook also is true. We hammered on this so much yesterday because you can follow all these concepts and good hooks, but if they're as regarding to the concept of your video, if you deliver on your hook, then you trust in that viewer's eye. So imagine I say, "This is how I got to Mars." That's based on all our other criteria. That hook can be effective. But if I've never gone to Mars, then all I'm doing is lying to you and grabbing your attention for a moment. And in a few seconds, you're going to find out that, oh, I've never gone to Mars. Do you understand? So, um, if you're joining us tonight, just let me know in the chat. I want to see you. I want to see who is joining us in the chat. Who is joining us tonight? All right. So, we looked at 4 categories of hooks yesterday. Can you remind me? The first category is what? Bold statements. So, bold statements are statements that make the viewer think, who are you to say that? Do you understand? So, we had some examples. An example is, "This one trick could change your life." That's a bold statement. That's my dog shouting. So annoying. That's a bold statement. Another example is, "Most people don't know this, but so that's a statement that is saying, most people know this, but you know, another statement is, this is too funny not to share. Those are just a few examples. We also talked about contrarian statements. A contrarian statement challenges a popular belief. Any statement that challenges a popular belief. So most people already believe that for you to get better at creating, you need to create, you know, most people already believe that a creator's goal is to create the perfect video, the perfect design, the perfect piece. So challenging that popular belief can come in the sense of saying, you don't stop creating perfect videos. So when I say stop creating perfect videos, I'm challenging your belief that you've already been aiming for those perfect videos. So when I say stop creating perfect videos, I'm challenging that belief. Another kind of similar result: how to achieve X in just 10 minutes a day. I achieved X in 30 days. Why is my dog shouting? Give me a second. Let me quiet my dog down. All right. Sorry about that. Oof. Why am I not streaming anymore? Let me do me. The stream has gotten bad. I'll just continue. This is something I did. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me, please. Let me know if let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So and the last category we talked about yesterday is please let me know if you can hear me. All right. I believe you can hear me now. I believe you can hear me now. Onto your chat, please. So I'll know. I'll know if I need to restart my internet. Please let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Waiting for your chat. But I'll continue just assuming that it's working. From here, I'm getting a message that that YouTube is not receiving enough video data. But if you can hear me, let me know so that I'll know if I should continue. Okay. So let's get into today's session. Let's get into today's session. Now, we have 4 more categories to go. And the 5th category I want to tell you about is curiosity. And I've wished you were also active in the chat so that we can do what we did yesterday with your niche. So if you are ready, just type the name of your niche. And by niche, I mean, what is that category you're creating for? So an example of a niche we gave yesterday is I create I create skincare content for old people, right? So my niche is focusing on how can old people look their best? What skin products should they use? That can be an example of a niche. Another person's niche can be, I create content to inspire and encourage other content creators, etc. So I want you to type your niche in the chat and let's work together, because after every example I give you, we're going to have my own examples, but you're also going to type your own examples. So we're sure that we are all learning. You get it? So, number one, or number five, based on continuation from yesterday, curiosity. As the name implies, any statement that you start with that makes the viewer wonder about whatever thing you are talking about, makes them wonder, it elicits wonder, elicits, hmm, hmm, interesting, I want to know more. That is an example of a hook that sparks curiosity. An example of this would be, have you ever wondered why have you ever wondered why phones have this hole in front of them? Something like that. You understand? You're asking the question, have you ever wondered why? So anyone that is interested in that kind of thing would be like, or anyone that can relate to be like, have you ever wondered why creams are white? You know, if you found an interesting fact and want to present that way, you can start with curiosity. So I would like you to type in the chat what what is your own example for curiosity. Another example is building upon curiosity, but I'll call this one story-driven curiosity. Now, story-driven curiosity is the concept of wonder, but is is focused on a story, an actual story, a series of events that happened, right? You won't believe what happened when I went to the park. You won't believe what happened after I won this award, right? That's an example of story-driven curiosity. Now I want to know, human beings are emotional creatures, and we we resonate. Yes, that's the word. We resonate with stories very much. Human beings resonate with stories very much. So when you start by creating a curiosity gap based on a story, that's the perfect recipe for a hook. Another example would be, the most important lesson I've learned, or you can say, I'm 40. This is the most important lesson I've learned. So it's building on the fact that you are a certain age, but it's also building on the fact that you have a story to tell. You understand? My friend's dad built a multi-billion-dollar company. This is how he did it. My friend's dad built a multi-billion-dollar waste management company. You can be that specific. This is how he built it. That's another example. There's one I saw. It was actually a YouTube title, and I found it really interesting. It says, "Well, my December was a little different." You've just elicited a very huge curiosity gap. What do you mean your December was different? What makes it different from mine? Now you want to hear the person's story, and package with the title. It was just a very good packaging. I'm a Christian creator, and here is how I. No, 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 no. So this example can somehow be categorized under achieve similar results, but um, it can also be story driven, in the sense that you're sharing whatever you're teaching or whatever you're sharing from the perspective of a story. All right. And I would really love you to type your example of story driven curiosity. None of you have typed your example for either curiosity or story driven curiosity. Well, I'll just continue. You guys are not in my mood this night, Abby. Are you angry that I started the live late? All right, let's continue. Number 7, we have interesting facts. Interesting facts. So you can start a reel by stating interesting facts. People for decades have always been interested in interesting facts. It's like, ooh, those things that elicit that ooh response, like, ooh, I didn't know that. Oh, interesting, right? So an example would be, here is something you probably didn't know about creating. Or did you know I saw one that was really cool. It was a YouTube title. It says, "This picture wasn't taken in Europe. It's the new smart city, Abuja." So that's an interesting fact. There was a picture and it says, "This picture wasn't taken in Europe." It's like, ooh, where was it taken? It's the new smart city, Abuja. So now that's an introduction into a particular content. So type your example of an interesting fact based on your niche. Type an example. So you have three examples to type now. All of you, I know you. I know who you are. And I'm going to hunt you down to type your example, whether in this live or after this live. So better type your examples. Um, Number 8, teasing the ending. This one is very important. This one is very important. Teasing the ending. In fact, one of the most effective ways you can hook without, you know, overthinking of a complex way to package it is by teasing the ending. Because let's be honest, if you already have a good piece of content, you already have a good piece of video, carousel designs, whatever you have, the odds are that whatever the ending, or at least the most heightened part of that thing is very interesting to whoever it appeals to. You understand? So you can tease the ending. You can either tease the ending verbally or you can tease the ending visually. And I'll show you how. I saw a TikTok that says the drawing you're about to see is a drawing of Taylor Swift. By the way, for those who didn't know me, it's a very simple concept. And the person was just talking about the drawing before even showing the drawing. So now you're very curious. This person, it's a very simple concept. The drawing you're about to see. So you have already led me in the fact that I'm about to see a drawing. Now I can't get it out of my head that I'm about to see a drawing. You understand? So the drawing you're about to see is da 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 da. Or the video you're about to watch would shock you. No, 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 no. You can now make it come true now. Let's watch the video together. So those are even useful in like reaction videos and all that. Another one is visually referencing a clip from the end. Visually referencing a clip from the end. Maybe you have a section that was very interesting, right? Maybe it's a comedy skit and there was a part where somebody slipped and fell down in a funny way, or somebody said something, or somebody reacted and I was like, hey, you can start the video like that. And maybe you go like 2 days earlier or something. Whatever the case is, you can tease a highlight before the video starts. You can tease a highlight before. This is, in some videos that are just talking videos, sometimes you have short clips of some key moments in the videos at the start before you now have maybe an intro and the video starts properly. I don't know how many people have seen stuff like that. So you can visually tease the end of the video from the beginning. Thank you so much for finally sending in your examples. Keep them coming. Thank you so much. So fun fact: the Bible is a love story. Just that's a good hook actually. So the Bible is a love story. I was like, what? Isn't it just a history book? And then you now continue with the rest of the video. My stream. Let me know if you can still hear me. My stream has started playing me again. Yeah. Is it that some days technology just get angry? The same days that um the internet is funny, that's the same day that my streaming app just decides to play with me as well. All right. So another example of that would be, I already mentioned, start with the moment of highest tension or the climax moment. Start with, start with a moment that highlights the struggle or the pain or the pursuit, right? The moment of highest tension. Hope I'm still right. All right. I think it's working now. All right, amazing. Then the another example of that would be buckle up, because this fall trend is not for the faint-hearted. I think I saw this one on TikTok. She was this fashion influencer, and she was talking about a particular trend. So she said, "Buckle up, because this fall trend is not for the faint-hearted." So she's teasing what will happen, right? Get ready for no, 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 whatever that example is. So let's have your example. I want to have your example for curiosity, your example for story-driven curiosity, your example for interesting facts. You've already dropped that, and your example for teasing the ending. So for curiosity, my example was, have you ever wondered why? Did you know that 30% of the whatever, right? Okay, that's not curiosity, that's fun fact. Sorry, that's fact. Curiosity elicits wonder, right? So have you ever wondered why this happens? Or have you ever thought about the fact that this happened? Story driven curiosity. You won't believe what happened when I ran into Isaac the Creator. You won't believe what Isaac the Creator said when I ran into him. He's such a nice guy. That kind of thing. Interesting facts, and then teasing the ending. Very effective. Teasing the ending. So, what I want you to do as an assignment is, the next time you make a piece of content that is a bit long, maybe over 2 minutes, thereabout, if you ever get to make that kind of content, I want you to think about what is the highest point of that content. What's the point of the highest tension, the point of highest excitement, highest pain, and just cut that snippet and bring it to the beginning and say nothing. That in itself, it's already a hook. You understand? Because whoever that highest point is going to resonate with, the person would see it up front. And unfortunately, that's just the nature of social media. Because as someone that might want to create in a traditional way, where if you're watching a movie, most times it's not all the time, but in many cases the movie will just go through its normal cycle, and whenever you get to the highest point, you get there, right? But now, even nowadays, movies are getting more like social media content, where they would tease the ending from the beginning. All right, I'm sorry for starting the stream late once again, and fingers crossed it will be better in the days to come. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you learned something today. We'll see you on the next one. Also, if you have any questions, curiosity, ever wondered why Jesus had to come from a virgin? Very good. That's a very good example. Thank you so much. So, yeah, that's all I have for you today. And I will see you on. Bye bye. How was today's session? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section. Now, to ensure that you put everything you learned into practice, we are building a community of creators just like me and you that come together to keep each other accountable, to share ideas, and to grow together. The name of this community is called Kreate Community. To be a part of this community is simple and it's free. All you have to do is click the link pinned in the live chat or the link in the description. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Bye.